The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Commodores will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will be first on the attack. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Catch in the middle, it's Durham.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going deep, makes the catch, into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Vanderbilt Commodores Miami's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vandy.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Great place to start for this offense. Trying play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed. Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. To the air. It's Van Buren. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Commodores will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back from the 20. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Oh, a double pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Hilton. Flying down the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 4 over USC. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Finds the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for us.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum.
Just turning it on. Heat, touchdown goals. Great job by the back on the option.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws. Using his legs, it's Durham. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to him again. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying the run, it's Durham. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now the play fake. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows your problem.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Hoskins. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Alexander. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive. And
oh, he wants it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football again.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The give on the inside. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a... There, scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Breaks into the open. The tap. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic. Just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Toss to the outside. Hard running there. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you would see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
All right, defense, coming into this game, you're playing a fast quarterback. It's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on second down. They just keep firing. Bring in the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sharp. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught behind the line. It scores. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Commodores trying to cash it in on first and goal. To the air, it's Pavia. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bailey. Fit it in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Another incompletion on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. On the move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the run, it's Alexander. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And they take it in. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.